a whole ASA team might be playing. But they changed the rules this year so that that's not going to happen like that anymore. All of the ASA type caliber players, all of the high school type caliber players, all have to be divided up. A team can't get, for instance, a third player until every team has 2 players first. So I think that it's good because it's moving it back into the recreational arena, where at one point there was over 950 girls in the league.
Yeah, there was a lot.
And a lot of girls from Beechwood play and South Toms River, and the league is 98% Toms River kids, but if you count Beechwood as Toms River kids and South Toms River. So it's been, and Rick, you got to tell me when we take a break, because
you're okay.
We're commercial free.
Tonight? Yeah.
If we get a sponsor, we could be commercial free. We're going to try to do that. But the whole idea now, you're going to coach in the league, and what does the league do to help you be a coach other than just being a player?
They support me in just about any decision that I make. My big thing with coaching is that we are coaching children.
Right.
I'm a positive reinforcement coach. I don't believe in yelling at kids. I don't believe in punishing kids. I don't believe at sitting kids who are not the best players. I coach 10-year-old children, and they want to play ball.
Right.
And my goal is to make it so that they can play ball. And I might put somebody in shortstop who can't reach first base. I'm not concerned with that right now. There's competition levels when they get older.
Yeah,
they can get into that now. This is supposed to be fun for them, and my goal is to do that.
Well, you'll be happy. You'll be happy to listen to some of my coaches' tips and parents' tips and player tips. Last show's parents' tip was, "Hey, Dad, we're going to answer that big question when you get in the car after the game, and you look at your kid and you go, how did you miss that?" Well, I want you to know what your kid wants to answer. "Dad, you were there. Aren't you watching the game?"
Yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah. How did I miss that? And in the end, especially for girls, and we had this conversation 1,000 times, does it really matter? Because for girls, 10 minutes after the game, there's like 1% of the girls who still remember that they won or lost.
Yes, at that age, yes.
And at 10 years old, forget about it. I mean, they're thinking you promised them ice cream, win or lose.
Yeah.
So, which, by the way, from experience, that can get very expensive.
Oh, yes, I know that. We go to ice cream every game we win.
I had a rule, and I don't know if I said it last time. How much time do I have?
You got it.
I had a rule that was, if we won, I like creamy ice cream. So it was Dairy Queen, Mrs. Walker's, oh gosh, I'm drawing a blank next to 7-Eleven on 37. Rich's, because he closes in the winter. And if we lost, we went to Rita's, because I really didn't like Italian ice. Or Ralph's. The kids got a win-win no matter what. And by the way,
no matter what.
And by the way, that applied to my 18 and under team as well.
Yeah.
So we're going to go to a break, and Rick's going to tell us, and we'll be talking, and he'll probably cut us right off.
Oh, we're good. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back.
Thank you. Welcome back, everyone. We're here with Ellen Salmons from the Toms River Women's League.
Yes.
And there's no age limit on the top side. However, you must be at least
18 years old and graduated from high school.
From high school.
Yes.
So let's talk about your registration a little bit. Your league currently, you said, has 8 teams.
We have 8 teams. We're just bumping up to 10. What we are looking for is some individual players that are looking to get on teams. We'd like to fill some teams up. So anybody who's interested can go to our website, and you can contact me through that website, and I can place you on a team.
And they could come in and maybe as buddies, like 2 or 3 kids might want to play.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Slide them in as friends. And
yes.
They have fun. Well, that's great. And we're going to put the link to your league on the Fair Territory button on TomsRiverTV.com. So that's going to be cool, and hopefully you'll get a big shot out of that. We'll pass the word around. There's a lot of kids. I have been coaching in the Toms River Girls Softball League since 1990, so I just can't tell you how many kids I've coached and how much fun it's been.
It's a great experience.
It's awesome. And I always like, and I have 3 daughters, and I always like to go back and have the opportunity. Now I get to talk to you who now you're playing for 20 years after.
Yeah.
And the fact that you're having some fun at this, and it keeps you physically fit, it keeps you mentally healthy, it's all good stuff, and you get to play. And I get the feeling that it's not cutthroat competition.
It's not cutthroat. No, we have some higher competitive teams and we have some lower competitive teams. There are some of us. My personal team was a traveling team back in our younger days. We would travel and play tournaments and all that stuff. And we've moved on now to where we all bring our children to the field and have a little barbecue after the game is over, and everybody gets to hang out. And it's a big family thing.
Right.
And before it was a lot of fun, but I like the way that it's progressed, where everybody can, families come, coworkers come, everybody comes to watch. It's really a wonderful league to be in.
Red button.
That's awesome. And we're going to line one to talk to Brian.
Hey, John, how are you?
Good. How you doing? From the Toms River Men's Over 30 League. So, tell us a little bit about the Over 30 League. How long has it been in existence, and where do you play the games?
Since 1986. Play at the fields over at the Winding River Complex on Route 37.
Mm-hmm.
And 8 teams.
8 teams.
It's just 8 teams. It's a recreation league. 90% of the guys live and work right here in Toms River.
Right.
Looking for more players if you're interested.
Yeah. Hey, do I look like I'm in shape?
Hey, as long as you're over 30, come on down and give it a whirl,
Thanks. In another couple of years, I will be. Tom, Brian, you said you made a point of saying a recreation league. Is it fast pitch, slow pitch, or arc?
It's an arc pitch, 3 to 12 foot, 7-inning game. We don't keep standings. There's no trophies. We don't keep records. It's a bunch of guys that get out, have fun. We go to work the next day.
Uh-huh.
We use the double bases. We don't want the injuries.
Right.
It's just a fun league.
What days?
Sometimes we barbecue.
Yeah.
Just have a good time. That's
what days do you play?
Pardon me?
What days? What day or days?
Friday nights. Friday nights. We start at the end of April and run through the end of August. Weather permitting, like last year, I think we got rained out 12 weeks.
I'm not sure the sun came out last year.
I don't think it did at all. It was a mess. So we're hoping for a better year this year.
Ellen, when do you play your games?
We play Mondays and Wednesdays.
Monday and Wednesdays.
At 6:30, depending on if we're playing double headers or single games.
Right. Okay. And
is that the over 50 league?
No.
He's not watching.
No, it's not an over 50 league. 18 and out of high school and over. You should come watch us.
Wednesdays at Winding River also.
They all look kind of young to me because Ellen also brought her catcher just in case she has any trouble, so I'd be careful. And so you guys have been around a pretty long time too. And the over 30 league, but then I know that there's an over 50 and an over 60 league in the men's, and there's probably a co-ed league in town.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but I play in the over 50 league on Mondays.
Uh-huh.
Over at the Winding River.
Okay.
I just started that a couple years ago. I know they've been around forever.
Right.
And then they also have a Sunday league too. I'm sure you heard of that. I play that it's a fall league.
Oh, okay.
And last year, due to the weather, I think we played up until the Sunday right before Thanksgiving.
Wow.
So bad, yeah.
And you guys are and I think that for the most part, all of the adult leagues are basically down at Winding River.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah.
I mean, they've played over at Skyview.
Right, Skyview, right.
Yeah, out in Lakewood off of 88. I've never played there. Every time we were scheduled to play, of course, it rained. So. Yeah.
I can't help you with fields moving forward, but I might say that some Winding River fields could open because Toms River is building a girls softball complex, and shamelessly I will say, having 3 daughters and all of them playing softball and soccer and basketball, but I'm part of that process for the last 10 years in building that, and I purposely made the field 200 feet fences. You know why?
It's still off of Whitty Road. Are they still doing that project?
Absolutely. They've
but it fell through. Oh, okay.
Yeah, nope. It's still going strong. In fact, they have applied for the CAFRA permits. They did already. Mm-hmm. It's going to be 2 fields on each side and a challenger field. And it's going to have restrooms on both sides and concession stands. It's going to be fit out for. It's going to be a world-class facility. I mean, it's for everybody to play, for all the kids in town, and for the adult females.